Hey guys, this is a video to show you guys how to get the crinkles out of your roof in like a RV or a travel trailer or something along the lines with a vinyl covered wood roof, I'm guessing. I just redid this whole travel trailer and it's time to get the roof done, so I'm going to show you guys how to do it. As you can see, the crinkle is pulled out from underneath the plastic ridge, and it was like that in a couple spots right here. I had already done just a couple minutes previous to this video, and this is what it looked like whenever it was all said and done. It was just as bad as what I showed you previously. So the first thing I do is I get a pick or a screwdriver or something, and I'll shove it in here very carefully. You want to make sure you don't rip the vinyl on the roof. Basically just stick it up in there. It might leave a line on the little plastic piece that covers between the two ridges, but you can usually get that out with the blow dryer or something, which you will see later in the video. So I stick it up in there and I kind of pull down on the plastic piece, and if I can't get it to pop in one spot, I'll move it down a little bit. You're about to see it right here, and it'll start pulling down. I try to go to the outermost edges of the crinkle, and I try to go within about an inch outside of it, so it's a lot easier to get your hands behind it and work with it. So basically just pull down that plastic piece as I'm doing right here until you get to the outside of it, about an inch outside. And as you can see, the crinkle right here, it had pulled out from underneath the plastic piece. This is really easy to fix. I figured out this way to do it. I guarantee there's other ways to do it, but this is what I found was the easiest. So basically I just get it and I pull it by the edge, and I'll run my finger across the ridge and flatten it out. This is what it should look like once it's flattened out. It's not gonna stick back to the wood right now until you get a blow dry or a heat gun or something to heat up that vinyl and press down on it, and then it'll stick back to the wood. That is the main trick to this whole process right here, is heating that vinyl or whatever material up and pushing it back down. I advise to use some kind of old debit card or gift card or something, because when you go to push down on it, it is pretty hot. So right here I have done half of it. I try to do the easy side first and then the hard side next. It's actually a lot easier to do. Make sure whenever you use the blow dryer or whatever you use, that you do not get it too hot, because you can melt it and it will ruin it. I try to just go side to side over it for 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and just flatten it out, and it usually works. So on that other side, you're gonna do the same thing that I did on the first side. Basically, pull it flat and then just push down over it across the whole thing, and it will set smooth. Okay, so here I got the whole thing smoothed down. I just, as I said, used a blow dryer, went side to side on it a couple times, about 10 seconds, pulled it flat, rubbed across it, and it stuck back to the wood. This next part's a little bit harder. Okay, so this next part, we gotta get this plastic to pop back in the top. You will see right here, that black piece is a guide rail. Basically, the plastic piece will pop up in it. There's an inner little piece that'll pop in it. So what I do here is, I will go right to where it's still in the roof, and there will be a small gap next to it, and I will start pushing on it. Basically there'll be a fingernail gap, and I'll start pushing about right there, and I'll just follow it down the line. You will see it will pop in right here, and after you get it popped right there, you go a little bit farther and you just walk it down and it'll all go in. Sometimes I do get a spot that won't go in, and I'll tap it with like a rubber mallet or something, and it will go in. It just takes a little bit of time and a little bit more pressure than other spots. Right here, I'm about to have to set the camera down, and that's because it got to a hard spot right there, and I had to grab a rubber mallet to tap it to pop it back in. Okay, so now it's all done. This is what it looks like after that quick little process, and that hole was there previously. Nothing I could really do about it. I could touch it up a little bit of white paint, but I'm not worried about it. It does look 100 times better already. So if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you all for watching.